Imagine the tension, the silence, the weight of judgment, and then chaos erupts.
My life was in danger by crooked cops.
We are the Illuminati!
Today, we're diving into 5 of the most insane courtroom outbursts that left everyone stunned.
Mr. Mejia, good morning, sir. You've been charged with 5 counts of attempted first-degree murder with a deadly weapon.
In a Miami courthouse, a scene unfolds that encapsulates the raw emotions and stark realities of the criminal justice system. David Mejia, the man accused of ambushing Miami Gardens police officer David Starling in a drive-by shooting, finds himself facing a life sentence, charged with 5 counts of attempted first-degree murder.
Sir, these are non-bondable offenses.
The gravity of the charges is palpable. Confronted with a life-changing verdict, Mejia's reaction is not of silence, but of explosive declarations. Mejia challenges the court, his voice a mixture of confusion and anger. He claims self-defense against crooked cops, accusing them of being members of the Ku Klux Klan.
How does a kid who shot a church get a bond, but I can't get a bond, man?
Do not talk about the facts, sir.
I practiced my Second Amendment. My life was in danger by crooked cops.
Don't talk about the facts of the case, sir.
How about you don't talk? When you work for them, Ku Klux Klan member?
Defiant, Mejia declares his intent to represent himself, rejecting the guidance offered to him, his frustration boiling over into a proclamation of his perceived injustices.
I'm representing myself, man. I got a lawyer. I got a lawyer too. I was in threat for my life. They were trying to kill me, man.
Okay. I do find probable cause for all of the offenses that are charged. Most of these offenses are no bond.
That's crazy.
At least for that.
What about y'all got more blood on y'all than I got blood on my hands?
As the gavel falls and Mejia is led away, the echo of his outburst lingers, a stark reminder of the human element so often intertwined with the mechanics of justice.
Yeah, he's mentally ill, clearly. Your arguments are accepted.
Mejia was found guilty and would later be sentenced to serve 4 years for attempting to kill a police officer.
I can travel in and out of time zones, and I am a special human being, and I'm protected.
In the heart of San Diego, a tense and bizarre case unfolded that reached its climax when the suspect had an explosive outburst. At the heart of this is Titus Nathan Colbert, a 33-year-old suspect whose actions not only incited a police standoff, but also caused a closure at San Diego International Airport. Colbert allegedly opened fire from his ex-girlfriend's apartment complex, narrowly missing a police officer and triggering an intense 5-hour standoff. Upon his surrender, authorities recovered an AK-47 type assault rifle and a handgun. During his court appearance, Colbert's behavior was erratic and disturbing.
I will not be subject to criminal abuse. I will not be subject to criminal abuse.
He interrupted the judge, threw up gang signs, and mouthed the word Illuminati, repeatedly citing the date May 1st, 1776.
May 1st, 1776. May 1st, 1776. May 1st, 1776. May 1st, 1776. I stand for New World Order.
Although his reactions in court mystified many, it left the judge speechless and made the forward proceeding tense.
Mr. Colbert, you get one shot at listening to me to keep your mouth shut or you're out of here. Do you understand?
We are the Illuminati!
Ultimately, Colbert reached a deal with prosecutors and pleaded guilty to 4 counts of assault with a firearm on a peace officer. He was later sentenced to serve 20 years in prison. In the courtroom of Cuyahoga County Common Pleas, a highly unusual event unfolded during a sentencing hearing that caught the attention of all present. Franklin Williams, aged 32, found himself at the center of controversy and an extraordinary legal decision during his sentencing for multiple armed robberies in Richmond Heights and Euclid. Williams was facing serious charges, having been convicted of aggravated robbery, kidnapping, theft, misuse of credit cards, and having weapons under a disability. His trial had previously been delayed when he cut off his ankle bracelet, further complicating the legal proceedings. During his sentencing hearing, Williams displayed an unprecedented level of disruption.
I just met this attorney the other day.
That's fine. So here, yeah. So okay,
I came and took my cell phones yesterday, and they came and took all my property out my cell today.
Mr. Williams, I'm the judge in the matter. Shut your mouth, and I'll tell you when you can talk. You got it? It's the same rules we played by while we were here in trial. Every time we were here for a pretrial. So just follow the same rules. Fair enough?
Despite receiving numerous warnings from Judge John Russo to remain silent, Williams continued to speak out of turn, interrupting not only the judge, but also his own legal counsel.
At this point, I'm going to hear from your lawyers, and that means zip it.
But you're not letting me
That
tell you
means
what's going on.
zip it right now.
You trying to...
Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't.
No. Does the comment quit talking? Do you understand that?
Because you're trying to take my life.
No.
And you're not letting me tell you what's going on.
Take your life for what? What do you mean?
It's not fair. You're trying to take my life.
What does that mean?
The situation escalated to the point where Judge Russo made the controversial decision to order deputies to tape Williams' mouth shut to maintain order and proceed with the hearing.
I'm gonna tape it, and then I'll unzip it when I want you to talk, because the young lady over here can't take down everything. You know how this works. You've been in the courtroom at least 50 times as we prepared for trial.
The courtroom was charged with tension as 6 deputies surrounded Williams, with one applying red tape over his mouth.
In my deputies, you're gonna have a bad day.
None of that.
Oh, you
Put the
clear.
tape on me, man. We done with this shit. That's what it is.
We'll go back on the record. Mr. Williams will have a chance to speak.
And I'll be monitoring everything I say.
Go ahead.
How can I speak?
Despite the disturbances, Judge Russo sentenced Williams to 24 years in prison. In a tense courtroom setting, unfolding events escalated during a bond hearing in Mount Auburn, which dramatically affected the fate of 31-year-old murder suspect Verlon Jones.
Joshua Yaden.
Sir, excuse me.
Verlon Jones, facing serious accusations and a substantial bond, finds his situation compounded by a contempt of court charge during a crucial hearing. Jones was arrested and charged with the murder of 37-year-old Thomas Grassman, who was found with a fatal gunshot wound early on June 4th near the intersection of East McMillan and Vine Streets. During his bond hearing, Jones reacted vocally to the judge's decision to set his bond at $1 million, exclaiming in disbelief and frustration over what he deemed an excessively high amount.
I'm gonna have to hold you in contempt, sir, if you don't chill out.
His outburst did not sit well with the presiding judge, who found him in contempt of court and ordered him held for an additional 30 days, further complicating his legal troubles.
Are you okay? Alright, I'm gonna hold you in contempt. I'm gonna give you 30 days.
Today, Jones is incarcerated at Noble Correctional Institution, where he serves out a life sentence. Next, a dramatic courtroom scene unfolded in the Stagg High School parking lot stabbing case, as suspect Anthony Gray made a shocking declaration.
I want to plead guilty.
Anthony Gray, the accused in the fatal stabbing of 15-year-old Alicia Renaga, made an unexpected plea in court, causing a stir among all present.
I was under the impression that this is a hearing where I could plead either innocent or guilty. My attorney wants me to see a doctor before I plead innocent or guilty, but as it stands right now, I have no intention of seeing no doctor. As long as I have to sit in the county jail, I will never, never, never see a doctor.
During his court appearance, Anthony Gray, against his attorney's advice, loudly declared his desire to plead guilty to the charges. His outburst came as a surprise and required the judge to clarify whether Gray understood the potential consequences, including the possibility of facing the death penalty. The judge decided that Gray must be evaluated by a court-appointed doctor before any plea could be accepted. In the end, Gray was sentenced to life in prison for his crimes.
Thanks for watching. We hope that you found this information both informative and engaging. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you never miss a new video.